And a good morning to you all. It is a Tuesday, and weather looking in pretty good shape as we start out the day. Of course, the big NFL game yesterday, the Steelers and Browns, always epic when it comes to people, when there are strong feelings for both teams. Well, Steeler fans, of course, are happy. Browns fans, not so much. Our cameraman, though, still came to work today. He's an avid Browns fan. And it's apparently I didn't watch the game. We don't watch night games too much. I'm in bed by 8ish, so I don't get to see. But my wife, I knew things. I can always tell. Whenever Steelers play on a Monday night or on a Thursday night, because when they lose, she kind of plops into bed and wakes me up. Did get woken up this time, so I figured out must be in pretty good shape. Rough go, it's always tough. I know Cleveland lost Nick Chubb, who was their workhorse, their running back, and you never want to see that. Regardless, I don't care how big the rivalry is. It really is the people, and it's unfortunate. I mean, with the kind of knee injury, sounds like he won't be back, and that's really probably going to put a real knife in the playoff hopes for Cleveland. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully he can recover because, I mean, nothing is funner than to see a good rivalry game. And, of course, your team wants to win, and, Steeler fans want to, just, defeat very easily the Browns and vice versa there. But for those of us who may not be huge fans of either side, I just like to see a good rivalry game, especially with my wife watching as well. So, the Steeler fans even up their record. Not a stellar performance from what I've read on either side, on the offensive side. But when the offense goes down, you look forward to your defense picking you up. And sounds like that's what the Steelers did to pick up a much-needed victory after a pretty dominating loss by those awesome 49ers. No, I'm not biased. You know that. So, but the weather, hey, looking pretty good for today. Does this not scream fall? This is a classic fall look to the sky. We have those kind of, I mean, they're thick, but they're not rain thick. At this point, these cumulus clouds out over the Erie Land Lighthouse, and things are looking very much fall-like. It's kind of got that darker gray, but bright in the distance there. And I believe with time, as a high pressure builds in, these clouds will gradually thin out. Let me take a quick look at the radar here. And we had a few showers earlier. You can see some moving through Warren County there. Hard to tell here as I look at this. I don't think that's real over the lake. I think that's just what we call AP, anomalous propagation, which is a fancy word for saying false echoes or rain that's not really there. So I think we're going to be in good shape for the day. Let's go back to our weather cam there. Right, here's our Bayfront Benefit Solutions corporate weather cam. They're at our tower camera here. Let's do a full zoom out here because this always is a real nice shot. I mean, things are nice and dry there at Peach and I-90. And whoop, there we go. So as we zoom out and up again, that classic look, these clouds are covering a lot of the region for today. It's always tough to know when they will exactly kind of thin out here. Meadville also had some clouds. Let's go over that way. Oh, even a little bit of fog. The antennas are covered, no problems here with dense fog here along the Parkway in Meadville. And let's go to Conneaut Lake, our other inland one. Warren, we have Warren too. And you can see clouds are hanging tough here. So we can't rule out, maybe a passing shower with some of these clouds in the morning. Here is Warren. Again, you can see kind of hard to tell. There's not much in the way of sky cover there, but things are in pretty good shape everywhere. No real big problems with fog. So we do have, this low pressure system here, high pressure system. And this is the ridge. As it builds slowly toward the east, it should help mix out those clouds. Maybe not fully. We'll have a partly sunny day. And with the ridge still basically to the west and coming over us, temperatures will probably be similar to yesterday. It was pleasantly cool yesterday. Great lawn mowing weather. Oh, love it. Love mowing the lawn when it's this kind of, in this kind of weather. And the main problems here that we are, or situations, I wouldn't even call it a problem, is really not so much rainfall, but cloud cover. So we have that ridge, it's moving toward the east. You can see clouds, some of them kind of stubborn there in Pennsylvania and Ohio through the afternoon, but eventually we get mostly sunny. There's that warm front, this right here, this red line, and the clouds associated with it. The models don't have it going all the way here, but you could extend this front into the Pittsburgh area as we head on toward tonight and into tomorrow. Could give us actually a decent amount of clouds, and it makes for kind of a tough call on low temperatures. If the clouds hang tough and it actually stays mostly cloudy, I've got lows in the 40s to near 50, but if it stays cloudy, we could probably tack on about 5 degrees to that. Still cool though, regardless of whether the clouds hang or not. But that's kind of our, those are the things we have to try and figure out over the next couple of days. How much clouds will we get with these fronts? See how those clouds kind of hang around through Thursday, tomorrow and into Thursday. Not seeing any rainfall. So it's more a case of, will those clouds hang around? How much will they hang around? And at this time of year, a mid-September sun, fall's coming up on Saturday. It's not as strong. So if the clouds hang tough, it could actually be a bit on the cooler side here. But we're hopeful that the models might be just kind of overdoing the clouds a little bit. And, I think we'll have at least partly sunny skies right on through the weekend. But one thing that looks very low is the probability of rainfall. Looks like dry weather. Farmers love this kind of weather. This is perfect weather for harvesting. You don't want to have a lot of rain when you're harvesting. So hopefully that'll mean some good crops there, and some good squash and all those, good fall crops, pumpkins and squash. And of course, all the different varieties of apples. Oh, and the smell. Love that grape smell. That is so much a signature of our area at this time of year. So some good stuff there. And as we head on toward the 7-day, let's go right to it and show you what we've got here. Some really nice weather heading our way here. Just again, it's more a question of how much clouds will we get. We're leaning on the optimistic side, and also on the temperatures as well. If the clouds are a little thicker, these temperatures may be 2 to 4 degrees cooler, but still not bad. Now, fall comes in on Saturday, a little before 3 a.m., so you'll most likely be asleep when fall arrives on the calendar. Of course, meteorologically, we've been there for a while. And, you know what? Okay, this fall should be here. I get it. I've got a different timeline on this one that I have for the morning show. Shame on me, but the fall should be here on Saturday, and looks like the weather in pretty good shape. As I check out, not too many people joining today. Maybe you're sleeping in, and why not? It's such a good start to the day. Bob and Sue out in Jacksonville. Good to see you this morning. Hey, Shelly. Good morning. Shelly Confer and Shelly Z. Corey, 44. So that's nice and cool. Love that weather. Good morning to you, Randy. April, good to see you. Hello, Nancy. Patrick, Pat Peterson, good to see you this morning. And Brenda, hello. Hey, Drew, good morning. All right. Hope we have, yes, at the Meadville KOA. Yep, a little bit of fog. You will have a good weekend. It's trick or treat. Oh, okay. Going a little earlier there at the Meadville KOA. Well, Drew, have yourselves a good time. I think the weather will cooperate. Good fall weather. Robert, good to see you. Yes, another beautiful day in Erie and a nice day all the way around for everyone. So that's the way the weather's looking right now. Enjoy your day. Take care. And let's do this again tomorrow.